I knew I should have stayed on pit road. I mean, I can pass those wankers. How many is there going to be? We got to think smart here. We're in a f***ing hole. Copy that. There's 6 of them. It all matters, man. We're going to get a plan and get it right. Sorry it's on a dream, but it's going to be our best chance to do it. There's 6 you're worried about. But those 6 aren't very good. But
Yeah, those 6 aren't very good. I don't know what 6 they are. But
Is he like a lap down?
I don't know. I didn't know what he meant when that was Kurt Busch, by the way, saying I should have stayed on pit road. I don't know. Maybe he had.
Did he have they were talking about fixing some stuff, and like he talked about it teeter-tottering and plowing. And
Yikes.
There was a lazy Susan, I think, involved. There were a bunch of just like objects. He was very descriptive about what was going on with his car.
Yeah.
He wasn't happy.
Oh.
He was not happy.
Well, hey, some
When
days we'll
Kurt
have that.
Busch is not happy, it's not a good day.
He was worried about those. did he call them wankers?
Yeah, he called them wankers, which that's
pretty awesome.
Which is kind of amazing.
That's
I
why
feel like it's
American
very
accent.
English.
Yeah. The American accent, he said, I'm going to start calling people wankers with an American accent.
You bloody wanker.
Wankers.
Yeah.
It's funny
It
how
sounds different when it's just an American accent.
wanker.
Yeah, wanker.
It doesn't sound very good.
No.
It doesn't sound as cool. It's funny how different countries and cultures have different like
Cuss words.
Cuss words to
Yeah.
call people.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. Bloody, or you got another one.
I heard
that
the
English
I heard
really like
bloody
that
is
we can't say on
the
this
F
one.
word though. I heard bloody is
What?
the equivalent of the F word.
Yeah, they say that willy-nilly. Bloody's the F word.
Cleveland.
That's what somebody told me. Oh my
My
gosh.
shirt. Yeah. My shirt.
Yes. Interesting.
Interesting. I like how we both have like letters on our shirts. He's
Our
got
producer
a C,
just walked by the way.
I've got an O.
And they're both baseball shirts.
They are.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. And then
Yours
you have-
doesn't really look like an O. It just looks like a baseball with some designs around it.
But it's there's an apostrophe
Oh,
S.
the Charlotte
It was
O's.
the Charlotte O's.
It was the old. It was the
Knights?
Knights before they were the Knights. It was they were the Orioles affiliate back in the 70s and 80s.
Oh,
Nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Where did
the
they?
Charlotte O's. That's kind
Yeah.
of funny.
They played down off of South Boulevard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
By where the Lowe's is now on South
You
Boulevard.
can make some jokes
Right.
about that.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds
Okay.
like a cereal.
Yeah.
Charlotte O's.
Charlotte O's.
Oh.
Hey, it's just Charlotte O's.
The
Cal
Charlotte
Ripken Jr.
O's.
Did a
from
little
those?
stop.
Did he really?
had a stop here in Charlotte. Yeah.
Interesting.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like I need a letter on my shirt. Dang
You
it.
do. Yeah, we got Sharpies
Just
over
put a
there.
red giant A right there.
Like
The scarlet letter.
What was
I don't know. It's
Scarlet. I was like trying to spell something.
What was that movie
I
or
don't know.
book?
Yeah, the Scarlet Letter.
Yeah,
The Scarlet
that's-
Letter.
Yeah.
Right,
that's-
Oh,
yeah.
and then Easy A, but
yeah.
that was like a movie
Right,
based on
based
the
on Scarlet
original.
Letter, yeah.
book.
And
No,
that
we-
was sexist of me because you're a female, and I apologize, Kim. Sorry.
Damn
Apologize-
you.
Apologize to all our female listeners, too.
All of them.
We're going
All-
to get letters. We get letters all the time.
Yes. Handwritten letters. You know?
You don't get many of those nowadays.
No, with an envelope.
Do you get handwritten fan mail?
Yeah. That's
I
like
did-
the only
I
handwritten
used
letters
to
get.
when we were Miss Spring Cup. We got it, but then also when I cheered for the Panthers when I was a Top Cat, we would get jail mail.
Oh, jail mail.
Yes,
Oh, Jim.
Wow.
our coaches would actually go through it though, and they usually wouldn't let us read it. But we get jail mail. We got I think we got a couple of jail mail letters too when I was with Sprint as well. Yeah.
Wow.
That's,
Have you gotten any jail mail?
I've gotten a handful.
Really?
Not many, but yeah, like probably not as
Descriptive
as what you would get as a top cat.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get some jail letters from fans in jail.
Mhm.
I get some letters from I get some letters from Germany more than any
Oh,
other
really?
countries. Yeah, German fans.
in English or in German?
In English. Yeah. I mean, I don't
Considerate of them.
Yeah, that's very considerate. They know both, or they just went on Google Translate and then wrote everything down. But yeah,
Wie
if they
geht's
sent me a
es
letter
Ihnen?
in German, I wouldn't know
Es
it.
geht mir gut.
I appreciate snail
What are you
mail.
saying?
Was machen Sie heute?
Are
Oh
you
my
actually speaking German?
Du bist
or
ein
are you just-
Ausschlag.
Okay.
I
think
don't,
you're
he's just
bullshitting
saying
me.
words he knows, I
Nein,
think.
nein, nein.
Oh.
Spreche
I
kleine Deutsch. I took 3
Speak
years.
a little
in-
Dutch.
that is.
Yeah.
I got that sentence.
I know a little German. He's right over there.
He's 3'5".
Yeah.
He's wearing
His name is Klaus.
those
He's
overalls.
wearing the lederhosen.
Lederhosen.
Yeah, and he likes to yodel and climb the mountains.
You
It's very
sound-
fun.
You
so
sound like
He,
stereotypical.
he tries to get
German
the
thing.
Edelweiss up
Does he
there
like
at the top
the
of the
beers?
Alps. Huh? Yes, he likes to
Beers?
drink the beer up the Stein. Yeah, it's nice.
the boot.
He's a
You sound like the Germans off of Beer Fest.
Yeah.
That's what you
like
sound
the fake
exactly
Germans.
like them.
Good work.
Drink your Siemens and your Smirnoff Ices.
Yeah.
I
am a fake German.
You are a fake German.
I remember my grandmother's last name was von Albrecht. So, I mean,
That's some
that's
pretty, some hardcore
pretty
German.
I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
legit.
Yeah.
German.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So moving on to
Pocono.
So yeah, culture.
a lot of Germans in Pennsylvania. The Pennsylvania Dutch.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Pennsylvania
Yeah.
Dutch.
We can make that transition.
We
right
could
there.
make
Yeah.
that.
And
Yeah.
it's not a stretch.
It's not a stretch. No, it was a pretty decent transition. I'll give you that one. But
Mhm.
yeah, we were in Pocono. Yeah.
And we got through the
Cool.
entire weekend without rain.
No rain.
Really?
Yeah,
It was amazing.
Oh, wow.
We got in Thursday night, and did you get there Thursday? Yeah.
Yes.
And you couldn't see 15 feet for you.
The fog. I was
So
terrified
foggy.
driving. I wasn't driving. I was riding. Riding from the airport to the hotel. The visibility was like only 5 feet in front of the car. It was super creepy.
Nice.
Yeah.
You
You're
see
like,
Chris Busher's tweet with Pocono in the fog, and I was like, see what you did
Yeah.
there.
but it was
Fog is weird.
beautiful after that.
Yeah. I was shocked.
I do love that area.
That's the first. It's actually a really cool area. People on it, but it's actually a cool.
No,
cool
it's,
place.
I think it's really neat, honestly.
I think the people
There's
that shit on it haven't been there. Or they have.
They've only been to like the hotels that haven't been updated since 1950.
Yeah.
It used to be the honeymoon capital of the
The Poconos.
country. Yeah.
Go
the
swim
hot
in the
tub was
Poconos.
invented in Pocono, in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
What
The
about
heart-shaped-
tub,
the
hot
heart-shaped
tub
hot
time
tub.
machine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or the champagne. There's one that's champagne
Yes.
glasses too that you have to like crawl up
Crawl
into.
in. That one I want to find.
the
that
champagne glasses you have to crawl into.
No.
But yeah, like it's a hot tub jacuzzi that's champagne glasses. But
Oh,
it's
that's
like,
cool.
one. I forgot what year it was, but they did. I think Fox did a pre-race thing, and
They have,
like
like, DW
Walsh, Michael.
and
Yeah,
all
they were
in together.
in-
They were in the hot tub.
I think Chris Myers
Yeah.
like walked in, and they're like, "Oh, hey guys, how you doing?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
it's
didn't stay in a
awkward.
place like this, but nice.
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 Well, my favorite place at Pocono is what was it? The Mint Julep Room underneath the pagoda.
I don't think I've been there.
Oh yeah, it's super old.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when we used to do driver intros on the pagoda, now we don't.
Oh
anymore.
yeah.
I think that's new. Did we do that last year?
What?
Where we did driver intros on the front stretch?
That's relatively recent. It's only
Yeah.
been like the last 2.
Yeah.
It used to be kind of a pain in the butt to do pre-race. Like if you were the
Yeah.
TV or the radio pre-race back there because it was so loud because all the fans and
Yeah.
then it just was kind of a hot mess.
I
Anyway.
thought it was pretty cool. It was
That's
old
like-
school.
Yeah.
You can feel the history at Pocono.
Yeah, all the
They
drivers
have the
used to hang out.
spires that are like
Yes.
Belmont.
Mhm.
I almost said Belmont Abbey.
Yeah, it's like
That is a
Belmont
college
Abbey.
here.
Yeah.
No.
Belmont Steak.
Yes.
Yes.
My interior guy's last name is Belmont.
Does he have some spires?
Somebody else said
I don't know
something
what spires
about.
are.
The
Did
pointy
you see
things that-
though?
Oh.
Somebody had a tweet where they had like screenshotted a Snapchat from Team Penske. One of your guys' last name is like Leatherwood or something. Did they tag
Yeah,
him in
I
that?
saw
Yeah,
that.
Clint Leatherwood.
Leatherwood.
It's an amazing last name.
But people were shocked that we hadn't talked about that. And
I didn't even know that you had a guy on your team named Leatherwood.
I just didn't think we had to bring it up. But it's an amazing now that it's up. He's a great guy. He's on the 2 car on Brad's car.
Oh, he's on
Yeah.
Brad's car.
Yeah, Clint Leatherwood. Pretty amazing.
Oh, Clint Leatherwood is like
Yeah.
a very bristly.
Yeah,
I feel like that should be like a Western star.
yeah. He could
Yeah.
probably go to Hollywood.
Yeah.
Like, what's your name? Clint Leatherwood. Oh, you got the part.
Yeah.
buddy.
You have got the part. You are going to be a cowboy.
Yeah, this is Leatherwood makes an adjustment before round 2 of qualifying.
Everyone probably saw that and was like, "Why are they calling him Leatherwood?
Yeah.
What? Who's the Leatherwood?"
Well, the thing, like that doesn't like Leatherwood to me doesn't like evoke any like Leatherwood. Yeah, that's funny. There was a building at Western that was called Leatherwood, which
Right.
is like an all male
Oh.
dorm too.
Yeah.
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 Just take away from his special name.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You had a good finish though, Pocono.
He did. Yeah.
No, you did.
No, he did. He had a great.
Clint Leatherwood, he ran 7th after
did
starting
great.
53rd. Yeah.
He did
Yeah.
some really great
did
tire
really
work.
great. But no, we finished Pocono, which was nice. We haven't finished one in a couple weeks, so that was good to. I didn't catch on fire, which was nice. And but yeah, it was good. Not a bad day.
Not
Mm.
a bad day.
Yeah,
Not a bad day.
not a bad day. It was a long, kind of uneventful race.
Yeah.
Kind of just
The,
like
and the final stage was, I thought, very
The final stage,
entertaining.
yes.
The first 2, I was kind of like,
Yeah.
this is your typical Pocono.
Once
Yeah.
Derek Cope
the-
went around,
Yeah.
it seemed to ramp up a little bit.
No,
everyone's
once
going,
once
"Nice."
Kyle
Once
Larson
Kyle-
plowed over Derek Cope.
He did. I was right behind
guy.
him, and he got slowed up pretty bad by Derek. I will say this, but Larson just
Just
turned him,
literally
Just-
ran over him.
stood on the gas.
Well, I was listening to Cope's Scanner to see if I was going to possibly use that off the top of the show, and it was good, but it wasn't like as, Kurt's always fun. But Derek's was just pretty much, all right, 42's 5 back, 42's 3 back, 42's 1 back, and he spun you.
That actually is kind of funny.
Come down pit road. And
how old is Derek Cope?
59,
Good for him.
I believe. I saw that stat when I rewatched the race last night.
You rewatched the whole thing, or did you
I rewatched.
fast forward through parts?
I fast forwarded through a little bit of parts, but yeah, I got home. I just stayed up to like 3 last night. You're bitching that you had to stay up to 1.
well,
You didn't have to. Why were you staying up till 1, Chuck?
we were sewing.
Tell everybody.
tent-
You were what?
Sewing a
Sewing
what?
a tent.
With like needle and thread?
Yeah, like sailcloth needles.
What's,
like it would these
I
things?
don't know what a
they're like,
sailcloth, like a big ass needle.
yeah,
What material was the tent made out of?
canvas.
I was about to
Canvas.
say canvas.
Yeah, and double threaded with like really thick thread.
You got to double thread it.
Yeah, it just makes it stronger.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's like, I think it's like 20 by 12.
Like
So
a room.
it is a room.
How many
I mean,
people were?
You're gonna fit
Okay.
about 12 to 13 in there, depending on the
You
size of the
Treat
person.
the canvas with
They're
anything?
bigger people, maybe down to 8.
Right.
Depending.
Hardy people.
Hardy.
Hardy.
Yeah. Well, we got some hardy dudes that do the reenacting.
Well,
There's
you guys-
also some scrawny dudes too. Yeah.
You guys can snuggle and stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, when it's cold,
Yeah.
great.
you got to
course.
use body warmth.
Yeah. But we made 2 of them over the weekend, and they're 100% hand sewn.
Wow.
And
You should sell them.
we're
I was
not.
just about to say that.
There's
What do you
blood
do- what do you
in
do
those
when you're-
tents.
What?
Actual real
Oh,
blood.
like
Have you ever seen
Blood,
a
sweat, and
sailcloth,
tears.
like a sail needle, like a
no, I
Oh.
imagine it's very large.
this big?
How
Like,
big is your
you
needle?
know your tattoo?
Yes.
You know it's like that size.
Pretty big needle.
That's actually a sail needle.
Yeah.
That's not
This
an
is
arrow,
actually a
it's
sail needle that I've inserted
Yeah.
into my. But speaking of tattoos, we found a good article. Leave it up to the people of Ohio. I'm
Hey.
going to take a side note. I
Come
can
on,
say
dude.
that because half my family's from Ohio. I feel like outside of Florida, Ohio's like second to Florida. And you know how there's like that game, did it happen in Florida? It should also be, did it happen in Ohio? Florida and Ohio are always like wacky stories.
Florida, Ohio, Texas, California. Think about some of the things that happen in
Maybe.
Texas. I mean, everything's bigger in Texas.
Yeah, I would give you
And then in
that.
California, there's just
I
always
feel like
some
Texas
weird.
and California are like in that spectrum, but way below Florida. Anyway, there is a tattoo. Well, it's not a tattoo parlor. There's a place in Cleveland, Ohio, where you can preserve your dead relative's tattoo.
Called Save My Ink Forever.
So basically, these people are morticians, and they remove the portion of the skin with the tattoo you are hoping to save and somehow preserve it and frame it, and you can have your loved one's tattooed skin on your wall. How do we feel about this?
You want to frame it? You put it in a frame or a glass box?
I don't know.
Would you want your sail needle?
Well, that's up to my loved
Yeah.
ones.
Would
What
you,
if...
what if you put that in your will and said, "Hey,
Oh.
I want this
Yeah,
in a
that's what-
lovely
If
frame"?
you think about it, though, it is artwork,
Mhm.
especially if you go to like a famous tattoo artist. And I did like how the article was funny. Like this last paragraph says something about they don't do homemade or jail tattoos.
Mhm.
It's only if it's like an actual artist who did your tattoo.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
How-
I wouldn't knock a.
How deep do they have to cut into you? Do you know? Did you research?
mean,
Did it say
it's-
that?
The
Well,
skin's
first of
not
all,
very-
the person's dead.
Yeah.
they're not gonna
So
feel
I'm
it.
not really concerned about how deep it is.
But like, are they getting like some
The
like?
shaving.
Is there meat behind it, or is it
Yeah.
just like skin?
It's probably just like leather. Think
Yeah.
about leather. Leather
Yeah.
is animal
Yes,
hide.
yeah.
I at first thought it was super strange, but then the article did say for people that think it's weird, is it any weirder than burning your loved one up, aka being cremated, and having a vase full of their ashes on your mantle?
A
mean-
vase.
Well, I mean, my
I
dad's
believe they're called
currently.
an urn.
An urn,
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
No, my dad's in a cigar tin right now.
So I'm
Really?
saying, is that any weirder? Like having
It's not weird. I think the weird part about it is the frame. Personally, like, yes,
you're just gonna have it like
Well,
like a
honestly-
rawhide patch
Yeah,
in like
just
your
roll it
trinket
up.
box.
I'm just gonna tack it to the wall with a nail.
Mm.
That's weird.
I mean,
It makes for an interesting story. Like, what if you walked in somebody's house and you saw it, not realizing what it was, and you're like, "Oh, that's really cool. What is that? Oh, that's my deceased father's tattoo. It was my favorite of his."
The other thing about the tattoos, all right, or the urns, if you go back to the cremation thing, that's in an urn. Not like, it's not just a bag, like a clear plastic baggie of ashes and bones.
It's also not
sitting.
art. I don't want to look at ashes.
It's on display.
Yeah.
The tattoo's on display.
Yeah,
like you're presenting it.
Well, because
like,
again, it's art.
Like that could be a full,
It actually is.
a full
Yeah.
back tattoo.
That's a back tat.
Yeah.
Have we had anybody get a tattoo of Glass Case of Emotion?
No, some fan tweeted me that he got like signature tattooed on him.
Oh gosh.
Like,
What number did he put, or just your signature?
Just the signature.
Okay, good.
That's smart.
I'm always concerned when fans get the signature and the number.
Yeah.
We did have a fan, because I had tweeted the article about the Save Your Dead Relatives tattoos, and we did have a fan say that they had their cat cremated, and then the ashes of the cremated cat put into the tattoo ink and the tattoo that they got done.
I saw that.
I have
Doesn't seem sanitary.
so many questions.
You know,
I didn't know that was possible.
anything's possible.
Yeah.
How did they find out that's
That's
possible?
Kevin Garnett. Sorry.
I'm going to hit you in the face.
I was like, did he get a tattoo cat ash of him? No.
No, he just said
Anything's possible.
Yeah.
I would think there's some sort of health concern related to that.
Well, now, when you cremate, you're burning it, so you're sterilizing. You know, and as long as you keep it.
I don't know if it works the same way.
I don't
mean,
think
it's
that's
ash.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. I don't.
You're
want
burning
to
off
know.
all the bad stuff.
To each their own.
True.
To each their own, but I
Actually,
feel
yes, I don't know.
like there are better ways to commemorate your beloved cat.
I just
I'm
don't.
gonna do the LeBron James thing with my dad's ashes.
Oh,
Too much. Too much.
Well, it's your own dad's. If you were talking about somebody else's
No,
dad,
it's your
maybe
own.
that's
Well-
your own dad.
Well, the fun part about it is, like, you know, he's actually split up.
Yeah, aren't that?
He's in like 4 or 5 different places.
How do you know what parts
I
of
don't
your
know.
dad you have?
I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah.
Also, aren't
This is a
human
leg.
human
a
remains?
finger.
Aren't the ashes like very like they're not?
In the movies,
you're
it's
gonna
very fine, right?
Yeah, like you're gonna get your hands dirty if you're
Well, it's not
clapping
even
his
that.
ashes
Like,
into the abyss.
depending on how it's done, sometimes there's a little shard in there.
Yeah,
bone-
we've talked about
bone
that. I
fragment.
think
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
super strange.
You know,
What if you
bone.
did it and then you're like, "Ow," and you realize you have like
I
a
got a
splinter of a bone shard of your deceased father in your hand?
you got me again.
Maybe you
That son of a-
you pick the bone shard out and you make a necklace out of it.
You're like, oh, what the are we talking about right now, dude? We're talking about, jeez. Oh my gosh. They're like, it's not like a shark tooth.
It's a femur.
It's his wishbone. Like, come on now. Oh my gosh. They're like, oh, that's cool. Where'd you get that bone? Oh, it's my dad's,
You're the one that brought it up.
That's all I have left of it.
finger. Yeah.
Oh.
My gosh. I honestly, I don't know if we should be talking about this stuff right now, but you guys seem like you're
Well,
good talking about
I mean,
it. And like I said, it is
It's your own dad,
Yeah,
though. You're
it
the
is.
and
deal.
it does not. It doesn't bother me.
yeah.
Where is your cigar box full of your dad's ashes?
Currently, I think it's actually at my mom's house.
Aren't you? I'd be concerned. Cigar boxes are not very.
Well, it's
like,
not a box. Like, it is a legit, like
a tin.
Like, I think it's actually pewter,
Oh,
but it's like
okay.
an old school, like, it's a jar type thing with a
Oh,
lid. It's,
okay.
it's
So it's-
either
it's
pewter.
secured.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
'Cause-
the bag's secured inside. It's sealed. Like it's
Is it in like a Ziploc?
not a Ziploc. Like, you know, when you're doing like the air sealing stuff.
Oh, like a
seal.
vacuum bag.
Vacuum sealed bag of
Okay.
ashes.
I just keep going back to what is that movie with Robert Downey Jr. and Zach Galifianakis,
Yeah.
where his dad's
Oh
with
yeah,
a coffee kid,
the
coffee
no,
tin,
no, with the parent where they're like, isn't it the one with the
Due
baby?
date. It's due
Due
date.
date?
Yeah.
due date,
Yeah.
and he keeps talking about. Well, they drink their father because he thinks it's coffee, and he puts it
In his.
in his.
Oh, he thinks it's like
Is that-
instant coffee. Is that your father
instant
in that
coffee.
Yeti?
But
No.
I just keep thinking back to that.
Oh.
He's like, it's vacuum sealed. He's like, once you open the can, just because you put the lid back on, it doesn't vacuum seal it again.
Have you ever seen The Big Lebowski?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That Donnie.
Yeah.
We're not spoiling.
What
anything.
movie is it where
We're
I
not
feel like
spoiling.
it's
Like, that's
About
been around
20
long
years
enough. Yeah.
ago.
it's
Donnie
more
dies.
it's more than one
okay?
movie, but what movie is it where they go to like the ledge of this beautiful like cliff to to throw the ashes out, and the wind blows, and all the ashes come back at them.
It's in The Big Lebowski.
I feel like it happens in more than one movie, though.
I mean, that's a great gag. Like that's just one of
Is
the.
it?
Well, if for a movie.
I would gag.
In a movie, that's like a classic. You know, you throw it out in the wind, and then
it comes right back at you.
Yeah,
Yeah, you should probably like throw it up,
Yeah.
and just kind of like duck and see where it goes. It's not always gonna. Oh,
I'm saying if you're LeBron James, so fun fact,
About LeBron James?
during the show, we get the text from our producer Justin Burrows.
It was like, what the F are you guys talking about?
Jonathan Merriman's also on that,
right?
and
yes.
he sent me a text. He's like, when those texts come through from Burrows and he's producing, he's like, it's super interesting because I have zero context.
Yeah, because he's not here in
So
person.
he's just seeing
Oh
this
yeah,
random list.
Random list of things.
Yeah, and he says he's at his desk.
Desk?
He's at his desk laughing, trying to figure out
Scratching his
what's
head.
actually happening on the show.
hey, it's like, it's pretty awesome.
That
I
should be how he comes up with the title of the show one week. It's
just
pick
the
3 or 4 random lines in that.
that could possibly have nothing to do with what he said. Because
Right.
sometimes we don't even mention what our producer
No.
says.
No, we ignore him.
Sometimes it's too inappropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first text he sent us today, I didn't really get that one. After he said,
Oh,
here.
I know what he sent, but I was like, what?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Hey,
Mm.
anyways,
No.
our viewers have no
I'm
idea what we're
getting-
talking about.
We were talking
Wow.
about Ohio. We were also talking about LeBron James.
LeBron James.
LeBron.
LeBron James.
Yeah, the finals.
Or have
are
you
on.
been watching the series?
Yes.
We didn't ever get to talk about the first game where J.R. Smith was pretty selfish and the photo that came from it.
Oh no,
There's been so many good memes.
what is you doing? My favorite one was LeBron's looking at JR like he is, and he's like, bro, she's right over there. Just go talk to her.
There were a bunch. There was like, how are you hearing whatever, Yanni?
Yanni.
There was like the traditional, like, what do you want?
What do you want?
I was watching that game and he had a simple putback. And then
Yeah, it was.
I didn't-
he just dribbles off.
I
and
watched
was
the
like,
first one. I didn't watch last night's game. I was like
Last
on
night
a
was-
plane and then asleep.
It was uneventful.
I mean, the Cavs made a run there in the fourth quarter.
I
and
heard Steph
outscored
Curry was pretty
Warriors
awesome in
back
it.
then. Oh, yeah.
He made 9 threes in the game. That's
It's a record.
It's a finals
Is
record.
it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's pretty
Chef
good.
Curry.
Cooking, but
Yeah.
no, I if they would have won the first game, Cleveland, I would have liked their chances to try to. But after that deal, I think they're just deflated.
I mean, when you've got LeBron James and a Roomba wearing a Cavs jersey as your team, I don't know. Come on.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, you watched that,
It's pretty much, yeah,
the other Cavs video. Yeah.
pretty much what
Kim
it is.
doesn't know.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm the highest scorer on the team, and I'm a heavy smoker.
IDK.
It was from the Donald Glover episode of SNL.
SNL,
It was one
yeah.
of the cut skets.
Oh, the cat,
Sketches.
where they did the intros, the Cavs intros.
Yeah.
I watched like the first
I'm
intro
57.
and then I didn't watch the rest.
I've got 2 kids. No, I've got 6 kids. 2 of my kids are on the team.
You got no help, man. Nuts.
I mean, when you're running the other way, all you got to do is put it up, boom, win. You got one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I could not believe that. I was watching that Thursday night, and I was dumbfounded. I did not know which I don't like talking bad about things that I wasn't a part of because you don't know that situation. But it's easy for people to be like, oh, well, he could have done this and this. Well, you make it to the NBA Finals. You get the rebound.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You see what you would.
Well, and the other thing about that is like everybody's like, oh, that one play would have made the difference. What if? It's like there's a bunch of other plays throughout the game
What
Yeah.
ifs?
that if they had gone this way, you'd be in a different position.
Yeah.
So like you can't put all of the blame on J.R. Smith
No.
for that one.
Well, if he wouldn't have missed the free throw, they would have never happened.
Right.
Mhm.
And
You
then
should
you
make both free
yeah,
throws.
Yeah. And if that charge call,
Wasn't overturned. Oh, that pissed me
Yeah.
off.
like there's so many things that play
Yeah,
into
it's
it. Like
like-
there's missed calls.
It's like the
there's-
butterfly
yeah,
effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
How do you
by the
feel
way.
about his
Ashton Kutcher?
pantsuit?
What is it?
It's
Is
not
he
even
Angus
a pantsuit.
Young?
It's a short suit.
Short suit. He's wearing pretty much a very, very high dollar suit
Yeah.
with shorts.
Were they
It's like
cut
a
off?
mu-
it's
Were
like
they
a
cut
mullet
off, or
of
is there- are
suits.
they hemmed?
I think they were hemmed. Like they were nice
Pants.
pants, and then they were just cut off and hemmed, which
Yeah.
was really cool, by the way. I enjoyed his look.
You
Like I
think
said,
it
it's
was
like the
cool.
mullet of suits.
Yeah.
Business on the top, party on the bottom.
Yeah. And you can only do that if you're 6'8", 270, I feel like.
For the summer, it's appropriate.
I could see
warm.
a lot of fraternities starting to wear that.
No.
Yes.
That's going to happen.
Yes,
I swear to God.
absolutely. 100%.
During your
Brad,
summer-
Chad, all of those boys are going to be wearing
Brad and Chad and
the
Thad,
short suit.
they're all going to be wearing the short suit.
all of the ads.
I did like
Chuck,
it.
I feel like you would wear that.
I could see you wearing it.
Mm-mm.
What?
Mm-mm.
You love shorts. You love
I-
short shorts.
Yes, but I hold suits sacred.
I'm gonna
Mm.
see you at a Knights game and you're gonna be short suiting it up.
I do hold suits sacred.
If I'm dressing up, and I dress like a slob a lot of times, backwards hat and t-shirt. But when I'm going all out, man. Like I'm not gonna look.
Right. You're not gonna half-ass the good.
No.
Well, the thing about LeBron though, it wasn't like half-assed. He didn't look shabby. It was a very nice
It
suit.
was very nice. I thought it was very, very.
Maybe he
clean.
wanted to show a little leg,
Show a little leg.
a little calf.
Show a little calf. A little
Yeah.
I
calfy
think
leg.
the one he wore one last night, and it was a little bit better because
I liked.
it was like a coat with like he had a sweater on. I don't know if there was
He had
necessarily
He had like a hoodie
Yeah,
on underneath of
I
his
liked the
sports
coat
coat.
of that.
but the one from
the tie.
game one, he had the pocket square, the tie with the
Yeah.
tie clip. Like you're going full on suit.
I will say I like the second one better than the first.
I saw his game one outfit cost $44,000
What?
mainly because the Gator purse, his Gator handbag.
Oh yeah, his handbag.
Okay, not a purse, a handbag.
They were all making fun of him about leaving the press conference and like grabbing his purse and walking out.
He grabs his purse, throws on his
His mirth.
his sunglasses that probably cost I don't know how much. Got the merce, the suit, and he looks at a reporter and was like, "Do better tomorrow. Do better tomorrow."
They were asking him dumb questions.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I gotta say.
That is always like if you listen to NBA post game
Yeah.
press conferences, some of the questions and like NFL stuff too. Like it's just some of
Sometimes in the NASCAR Media Center.
I wasn't gonna
I will call them out.
all right.
All right. Way to go, Kim.
Yeah. No, but like sometimes the questions are just so like
Elementary.
what story are you writing? Like
Yeah, but you also don't know what story they're writing. Like,
right.
everybody can't write the same story, so maybe they're looking for their angle.
But sometimes the question they're asking is like,
No.
what was that like when you ran a race?
Yeah.
Or when you scored that 1 point in that game? Can you talk about that?
I don't know. Do better. Tomorrow.
You
I don't
should
know.
do next time you get frustrated in the media center. You should use that line.
Do better tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do better next week. Yeah, I don't know.
Next time Jonathan Merriman asks you a question. In
Oh,
the
you got-
media
oh.
center.
We didn't talk
Merriman,
about.
do
It's
better.
not
Do
on the
better
list.
tomorrow.
It reminded me though because you were in the media center this weekend and you got a super cool jacket.
I did get an amazing jacket. I wore it to driver intros yesterday, and Pocono gave it to me. They
Mhm.
tweeted me a month back or so, and I DM'd them. I slid into their DMs, and I was like, "Hey, it'd be lovely if I could
Mhm.
get that jacket." It was an old school Penske Racing, like a red, shiny.
It fit you nicely.
Yeah, it was small, so it fit my petite stature. It was a little tight with my suit on, but it was a Miller High Life Racing Team
That's
jacket,
amazing.
and it was Danny Sullivan's who drove IndyCars for Roger. I learned that it was that jacket.
Nice.
Pretty
It wasn't
nifty.
his personal jacket, but it was based off. which was cool.
Pretty.
Did like that they
nifty.
tweeted the Pocono tweeted
Mhm.
at all of us, and
Mhm.
then they added Heaney in there after we gave him a shout out, and then they have then said that they are probably some of the biggest glass holes out there.
Yeah.
I think we should honestly like pit some of these tracks against each other
Against
that
each
really
other.
like the show, just to see which one really likes the show the most.
Right.
I don't know,
I mean,
throwing that out
I
there.
think a good way to do it is like whatever track puts up more money to sponsor us wins. They're the bigger fan. We'll put their, name somewhere.
Ryan
Nice.
Blaney, the consummate salesman.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
listen here. What you're going to do, if you're a fan of us, write us a check.
Write us a
You're going to
check.
leave the amount blank. You're just going to sign your name. We get to write that amount.
Leave it up to our discretion.
Yeah.
Sir, here's a blank check with my name on it.
Yeah,
Write
and then it would
whatever
create
amount you want.
it would create feuds between the two tracks.
Everybody's always trying to create feuds between the drivers.
No, we got to flip it on them. I want to start creating feuds against the media people. Like,
Oh,
hey,
sometimes
hey,
there are. If you follow social media, the media people kind of.
Like, hey,
They-
Pocris, Gluck is talking shit about you, and start like that going. I think that'd be pretty cool. How they pit us against each other.
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty funny.
I was trying to signal that
you were trying to signal.
we would be a great transition at this point
For beef.
Look,
for beefs.
beefs.
Beef.
If you want beef, then bring the ruckus.
You want-
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Mhm.
Well, that's good that I'm a vegan
Yeah.
because I ain't got no beef,
I ain't got
son.
no beef.
But yeah,
Why do they call it beef? By the way, side note,
I don't
why
know.
is like a battle considered beef?
We're beefing. You got beef?
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
where did that originate? Somebody find the answer for us. Some
Rappers-
glasshole will find it for
man,
us.
Rappers, they make up crazy terms.
Well, I mean, maybe it was from like the old Wendy's commercial. Where's the beef?
Maybe it's
No,
from Chick-fil-A.
Hot and juicy. Remember those commercials? Probably not.
No.
It's fine.
I don't. What's that for?
It's from Wendy's.
From Wendy's?
Mhm.
Oh,
When did
you
you
saying like you're older than me and like
no,
remember
my
things that I
dad,
don't-
my dad and my sister always used to
worked
sing
for
it.
Wendy's. Oh.
Anyway,
Wendy's are pretty nice now. They reinvented.
they
renovated a lot.
speaking of beef, they're really good on the Twitter machine.
Mm-hmm.
Are they?
I think they do all sorts of like shots at other. I think it was them that there was something about Chick-fil-A had tweeted something about enjoying their spicy chicken sandwich, and it was like on a Thursday.
Mm.
And I think it was Wendy's that responded, well, you can enjoy ours on a Sunday.
Oh,
Nah.
Ooh.
That was not word for word.
shots fired.
Obviously, it was written better than I
That's
delivered
nice.
it.
Fast food beef.
Are you looking up the
I am.
history of beef?
Yeah, I am. So keep talking for a minute while I
Yeah.
read.
While we're talking about
Yeah.
this,
Well, because
Drake and
Pusha
Pusha.
T.
Yeah.
Pusha T.
Yeah.
Pusha T.
What does the T stand for in Pusha T?
Pusha.
His name is Terrence. Is it Terrence?
I don't know.
Why is he pushing himself?
I saw
Because
really.
it's from slinging.
I saw a really
He's-
funny.
Which is where-
Oh.
That's where
He
the
was a
beef
drug
originated
lord?
because Drake
made fun
came
of
at him with like you're not actually the Pusha that you say you are. It was kind of like you're like you've got a bad haircut, and then Pusha went all in,
all
like,
in.
Like,
both guns. Like he had an album that came
Ablazing.
out 2 weeks ago, a week
Yeah.
ago, called
That
Daytona.
All just
Called Daytona, and he just went in
all on.
on Drake,
Drake.
on Drizzy.
Drizzy.
I saw a funny social media post that I'm not going to get specifically the correct wordage, but it was basically like rap battles are essentially two dudes sitting in rooms writing poems about each other.
Ah, yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is-
Yeah.
Well, and
Yeah.
the beef that Pusha T, his name is Terrence.
Okay.
That's where the T comes from.
Right.
Was that he accused Drake of having a ghost
Ghostwriter, yeah.
and then Drake went after Pusha's fiance,
The Ghost Rider.
and then
Like
The
writes his
the
lyrics for
superhero?
him.
Oh.
Yeah.
They
And then-
meant Ghost Rider.
yes, Ghost Rider.
Writer,
Nick
not
Cage.
rider.
No, Ghost Rider, like the old PBS show, like it's a
Yeah.
floating
like-
ghost that writes on the walls.
Knight Rider?
No, yeah,
Kit?
Kid.
Talking about Kit
Yeah.
over here?
the Hoff man.
Anyways.
The Hoff, yeah.
Drake took it a little too far. He started making fun of like mental illnesses.
No, that wasn't
and-
Drake. That was Push.
No,
No, Drake
It was
went.
Drake.
Oh,
I thought.
I'm.
Yeah, that made fun of. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
no,
it was
it just-
Drake.
Is there a timeline of these beefs that are happening? And
I can't keep track of them, honestly.
I can't either.
There's another one with apparently some young kids that were sewing with us last night. The younger generation, college
Yeah.
age kids.
Yeah.
We're talking about 6ix9ine and Chief Keef.
69?
No,
Is
no,
all
his
I
name
heard.
is Six.
Oh,
It's
6ix9ine.
The numeral
He's got,
6
like,
IX.
Colorful hair and
Yes,
stuff. And he
yeah.
has like Skittle grills.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Skittle
Yeah, it's
Grill,
crazy.
yeah.
Here, let
Who
me
is
look-
this?
This guy's a
He's a rapper?
he's a
Yes.
weird looking dude.
Yes. His name is.
What does he rap?
And he has a
What does he
6ix9ine
sing?
tattooed on his face.
Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate for
like
you.
this guy right here.
You should never get tattoos
That guy.
above the neck.
Yeah, that guy.
Well, like a back. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Why face tattoos? Those should not be
I
a
don't
thing.
I don't understand face tattoos.
That I
So
And-
bringing it full circle, if your loved one
You
had a
gonna-
face tattoo,
Oh, no.
you're going to
no, I am not preserving a face tattoo.
face off.
Just straight up
Face off.
Texas
I
Chainsaw
would
Massacre
seriously
Or
consider
Face off.
Face
Nick
off.
Cage.
Yeah.
face
Nick Cage.
off.
Yeah.
Was that Nick Cage?
It was. It was
Yeah.
Nick Cage and John
And
Travolta.
John Travolta.
We've talked about this one before.
Yeah, we have.
When we were on the Nick Cage thing.
It's
and we did
actually
the
a really
Nick
good
Cage-
movie.
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
that one. Face off.
It's
Huh.
a really good movie because they have to play each other.
Dark Man No? With Liam Neeson? That's almost the same thing. They have to play each other, so they swap faces.
Yeah, because they swap faces. And John Travolta actually does a good
Yeah.
Nick Cage. Like when he gets like the crazy eyes.
Wow.
Yeah. That guy needs to be retired from life.
I've never
Well, let's not use those terms because in the
That was a very nice way to put it, by the way.
yeah. But see, here's the thing: when you're looking at this, like this beef, somebody took a shot at Chief Keef, not like I'm taking somebody took a
If
shot.
your
I
name,
did
in
read
New York.
something.
In New York, yeah.
If your name is Chief Keef, you're asking for beef.
That's pretty damn good. That's a lyric of a rap
It's
song.
me. I'm just writing poems
Right
about.
there.
I'm going to also
Rappers.
say this: Twitter people, don't say that we are now beefing with Chief Keef or.
Yeah, I don't want to be a
we're
part of.
not.
I don't want to get in
We're
that
just
crossfire,
we're just
literally or
looking
figuratively.
We're just
at
talking about beef.
beef. We're not.
Yeah.
We aren't beefing with
Chuck
Chief
has actually got the Arby's
Yeah.
Website up. He's looking at.
Yeah,
real
we
quick. Which
got
did you
the
know?
meats.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't realize Arby's, ARBY apostrophe S. Arby's is because RB is roast beef, like stands for roast beef.
also stands for Ryan
Rap
Blaney.
battle.
I was going to say Ryan Blaney.
Oh,
RB.
Ryan Blaney.
RB.
Yeah,
yeah.
RB.
Or
Why
rap
RB?
battle.
Rap battle, everything, beef. But yeah, I did read something to where Chief Keef got shot and then the 69 kid got shot too.
Did he get?
Yeah, like in the last day, I guess I read.
What
on-
would
on
your
the
rap
Twitter.
name be, Ryan?
Have you done the Wu-Tang name generator?
No. That's a
Oh.
thing.
Yeah, that is. Yes, that is a thing. That's how Childish Gambino got his name.
Stop.
Donald Glover
Oh, really?
entered. Yeah.
That is not true.
Yes,
That's
Wu-
kind of amazing.
No,
I
that is-
like Donald Glover even more because of that.
Yeah. All right, so let's go here. Ryan Blaney.
Blaney.
Your Wu-Tang
Enter
name
the Wu-Tang.
What is it?
would be Smilin' Destroyer.
Smiling Destroyer.
Mm.
Apostrophe in Smilin'
I don't know that I like
Destroyer.
that. How does this
Type it
generate?
in one more time. Let's
Let's
try
see if
to-
it,
the same
if
thing.
it
Do a
gives you the
redo.
same one. What if
Yeah.
it just gives you
Smiley Destroyer.
it's-
Oh, well,
yeah.
you know.
It's there.
What
I'm
about your full name? Type his like middle name included.
Yeah, Ryan Michael Blaney.
Kim Coon is Mad Knight.
Mad Knight.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about
Nice.
Kimberly? See if it does the same thing.
Kimberly. L-Y?
L-Y.
L-Y.
It's the only way to
No,
spell
it's
Kimberly.
Kimber, and then her middle name's Lee.
Kimberly.
And then
And it's Mad Knight as in like a knight in
Knight, like
shining
a-
armor.
Right.
Yeah, not
I'm okay with my. Oh,
what
Fearless,
Fearless
Knight.
Knight.
Kimberly Coon is Fearless
Ooh,
Knight.
That's not bad.
All right,
That
so-
sounds
These
like
don't sound like rap names.
they
though.
sound like
But-
Power Ranger names.
How
but
does
when you-
Childish Gambino come out of that?
The RZA,
You
the
should
Jizza,
type
the
in-
Ghostface Killer, Inspector Deck, You God. Come on, those are like
you should
those are.
type in
Sorry, that's
Donald Glover. I know what is
and
going on over here.
METHOD, man, old dirty bastard.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
ODB is a good.
And
Hey.
Yeah.
Dirty.
METHOD.
Baby, I
man.
got your money.
Sorry,
Don't
it's
you
Wu Tang.
Method Man.
worry. Say that.
Yeah, Method Man.
Are you
Um,
spelling out Method?
Yes, listen to some Wu-Tang.
Oh,
Ryan
that's a
Michael
good song.
Blaney.
It's gonna have the same something similar because what?
Sarcastic genius.
But
it's
spelled-
sarcastic. SARKASTIK
I like
genius.
that. That sounds classy.
Sarcastic genius.
Okay, type in yours, Chuck.
All right.
Charles.
Oh, yeah.
Xavier.
Foolish Commander.
That's pretty.
That's the best one.
That's
I
close
think,
to
so
Childish
far.
Yeah.
Gambino.
Yeah, I'm interested if you type in Donald Glover, if you get Childish Gambino, if it still populates to that.
Childish Gambino.
What?
Look at that.
Yes.
Look at that.
Stories are true.
Authentic.
Stories are true.
Authenticity is what we're all about.
I am going to tweet my
What about
Foolish
what
Commander.
about our
Foolish Commander.
what about our producer?
Which
Justin
one?
Burrows.
Burrows?
Justin Burrows.
Justin Burrows, your Wu-Tang name is Profound Artist.
Mm,
Oh well, that's
It's
just
fitting.
you sound like
Yeah, he's a
an
profi-
actual
yeah,
artist.
yeah.
yeah.
Like you're a very profound artist, sir.
Are you
Jonathan.
we should just start blowing Jonathan up with his rap name, and he's gonna have no idea what it is about.
Jonathan. Hey, man. Lucky Destroyer.
I'm
Yeah.
a little disappointed overall in this.
I mean, I
Generator.
like Foolish Commander and I like
Yeah.
Sarcastic Genius.
That's not bad. That's
Mine
not
weren't
bad right
terrible, but
Mad Knight?
Mad Knight's
Kim
pretty
Coon?
good.
there.
Mad Knight.
Yeah, that is the Glass Case of Emotion album that's going to drop. You got Mad Knight on the vocals. You got
You're putting
sarcastic.
me on the vocals.
Well, we're all on the
Genius.
vocals.
I'm
We
on
all
the-
have
I'm on the
sarcastic
Okay.
genius on the ones and twos,
Wiki, wiki.
slinging them mad beats and rhymes, and then the Foolish Commander just aimlessly writing rundowns.
Oh, you know what you should do? So, what was sarcastic? What was his?
Sarcastic genius.
Who do you think you have the biggest beef with in the Cup Garage? Because we're going to enter their name, and that's going to be the battle.
Biggest beef. I don't really have beef in the cup project. I'm getting sick of using this word beef. 'Cause I
Beef?
think it's
So-
stupid.
Cheddar. You got cheddar?
Cheddar Bob.
Not
What
cheddar.
about
Turkey?
I got.
Truex? He's never happy with you.
Is he not?
Haven't we pulled up the radio a couple times where he's?
That was like once.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. You don't really have beef.
He didn't
with him.
invite me to his catwalk thing though. That was bad. That was mean.
So
He
that's why
actually he asked Bubba to ask me to come.
Stop.
Yeah, like you ask me. I would have.
You should put in Truex's just because he won the race and he's the only one apparently that we can find any
Yeah.
sort of semi
Let's
beef
see.
with.
I almost did Ryan Truex instead.
Oh.
Um,
His name is Martin.
I know,
and you need to put in Junior too.
I know. I'm typing. Keep talking. Don't let there be dead
no,
air.
You have to spell out
Quiet
Junior.
magician.
Quiet magician.
He is actually a
see
quiet
that. Yeah,
magician.
he's a
Quiet
quiet.
magician.
He's magical.
Kevin Harvick.
This is kind of fun.
This is kind of fun.
Kevin Harvick is annoying wanderer.
Well,
You should type
Annoying
in Kyle
wanderer.
Larson, and if Young Money comes out, then the
Oh,
world is
man. I'm gonna
is
snap your computer in
perf-
half.
Zexy demon.
Zexy.
Zexy.
like sexy with a Z.
Yeah.
Wow.
Zexy.
Mm.
He's a
He's a sexy demon.
I have mixed feelings about this generator.
It's an interesting generator.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
you know, hey, you'll have that. You make your own generator. What was that thing we talked about last year when you could pick a classic song and put it with like a rap beat? You remember
Oh,
that?
yes. It was something I found on the internet.
Oh,
Where you
no,
could-
you didn't? Oh, something you found on the internet?
It was like
I
a
thought
thing
that
where
was
you
pretty.
where you
No, you found it
I
at
don't-
Target or some shit. No. Like,
I don't
I
know
just
why
thought that
that
was
got
really
me.
funny.
But that was like, oh no, you found that on the internet? Really, Kim?
oh, I thought
The
you,
internet's a place where you.
the
internet is a place you
is
find things?
The internet is a place I go
She was
to
down at the library.
to find all of the things.
She was in the stacks using the Dewey Decimal System to find this classical music rap
During
beat
long
generator.
division. And
yeah,
all of
but
a
you
sudden
like
I found
picked two songs. Like it
Yeah.
did mashups. We need to go back
Like
and listen to
2
whatever
Chainz?
I thought it was pretty awesome.
whatever episode that was and find it because maybe they updated it.
Yeah, because I remember there was a few that were really, really good
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
that you had put together. But speaking of trying to figure out a way to transition us
Yeah.
here.
Of
Speaking of,
Speaking of unlucky generated names,
mhm.
there's a man who is really unlucky.
unluckiest man excavated.
Pompeii,
Internet gives
you
him
know-
second life.
do you know Pompeii?
Yeah,
The volcano.
like the
of Pompeii?
volcano?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. There was a guy that apparently had a bone infection that, like, they found his skeleton. They were doing some excavating, and he was running away from Pompeii, but he had a bone infection, so that probably means that he was a little bit slower. And then they say it was like either a door, like a stone door frame or something, basically came in and got him in the head. I have the
We got confirmation.
So how did they bring him back to life?
well, they didn't bring because he's the world's unluckiest man. He was
It's
a
like
Roman merchant who was
Jurassic
beheaded
Park.
by a flying rock while trying. And he had a treasure trove of silver coins.
No.
Yeah. And like the picture,
Did you
Like,
did you
what's
say
the zinger in this story
did
that
you-
I'm
it's
waiting
not really
for?
a zinger. It's just the fact that they just found him recently.
Yeah.
And it's just unlucky of this guy
Yeah.
that this rock. It's like Final
Well-
Destination.
did you say how did they bring him back to life?
Well, it says gives him second life. Maybe this is like a Jurassic Park type thing.
You know how the internet works, right? Like,
Oh
you know,
Yeah, I go there to find things.
But it can breathe new life into something that was once.
That's dumb. I thought there was going to be something like he's in the museum now, like his skeleton, or I don't know. They used some preserved stem cells to figure something out. I don't know.
Well, have you ever
Could be a
like
lot of different
have
things.
you ever done any research on Vesuvius and Pompeii and all that stuff and like the way like when they excavated that stuff, how the bodies were preserved and like
Maybe. I
The
took
ash
Latin
like
for
in-
2 years and we studied all those
yeah.
They're
But it's-
in molten
times.
yeah.
lava.
You totally skipped over
What?
the headline I would like to
Oh,
address.
I'm sorry, I missed that one. We can talk about that one.
was that the
Family-
Pusher T? No, that
No,
wasn't
we
Pusha
already
T.
talked
Wait,
about the beef.
Where's beef?
We've talked about so much beef. I'm not hungry for lunch.
Damn, I didn't eat breakfast.
Family thinks they're raising a dog. Turns out to be a black bear. What?
I don't know how you missed.
First of all, this happened in China. Let's clarify.
What?
Maybe dogs in China look more like bears.
Although my
Pandas?
the The dog we got in high school when she was a puppy was real fluffy.
No, she did not look like a bear. Don't.
She
convince
had
us.
moments where I was like, oh, it kind of looks like a bear. She had brown hair.
I guess if you get it when it's like not even has fur yet, it's just like a little like.
Right.
Have you seen puppies how before they have fur they don't look like anything.
I've also seen like baby bears, and I'm not like, oh, that's a dog.
No.
Have you seen a baby bear that's just been freshly birthed?
No,
Well, how long
I
did
haven't
they-
been
how
hiding
long?
in the woods waiting on bear births.
Yeah.
That's not a
How long did
hobby
they
of
raise?
mine at
how long
all.
did they
I
raise
don't-
this animal?
Let's see.
Until it's like a full blown bear.
Oh well,
Yeah, like the picture of it now is that's a full on bear.
Like at what point during the growth and development of this bear were they like, this is not a dog?
maybe they thought it was something special, like
A
new
family in
breed.
China thought they were raising a cuddly family dog. However, as the dog grew up, Yuan and her family started to feel as something wasn't right. The dog continued to grow and grew much larger than any dog they had ever seen. After researching, they realized their family pet was actually a black bear.
Like what kind of research
Yuan's
do you
family
do?
caged the bear and asked zoos in China to help with the bear's care. No zoos were willing to take the bear in because they require the animal's official documents.
No, I'm not saying that. Our producer has such a cheesy tagline. They realized when all their honey went missing.
Oh, I was going to say, they realized when all their honey went missing that it was unbearable.
And then Chuck found $5.
And then-
It's unbearable.
That was
Hmm.
a terrible joke.
They need documents to take a
Prove
bear
that it
away.
was- Yeah,
What would you do with the bear? Do you just release it into the wild?
they were reintroducing
Oh, really?
it into the
Just-
wild.
just
Yeah,
threw it out
That's
there.
going to be a harsh reality for that bear after
Yeah.
being treated like a household pet.
yeah.
That's
Nah,
not fair.
That's
Not fair to
not
the
fair to the
bear.
He probably has not acquired a taste for anything of the natural world if he's eating like kibbles and bits.
it was in bits and bits.
He's
That's
more-
like, by the way, that's like junk food for dogs.
Yeah, he's more of a wet
What,
food
kibbles and
guy.
bits?
Yeah. Kibbles and bits.
I don't eat dog food, so I couldn't
Yeah,
tell you.
no,
It was not
You
that
should be
one
feeding your
time.
dog food that is edible by humans. You know how to say you could eat it if you were a human.
Edible by humans.
Anything is edible by humans, whether you like it or not. Is
Yeah.
different.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I mean,
But like a human of human quality, like quality you would expect, not
Like-
like grade E meat
Like
from Taco
cannibalism?
Bell.
like human
No.
quality.
should I start feeding my dog?
Ooh, that is scary. That's always gross when you hear the stories of like the cows being fed. Or like
Cows,
cows.
Yeah.
Ooh.
cows being fed cows,
That's how like mad cows started. didn't
or
it?
It's people.
I don't know.
Most animals are not supposed to eat their own kind, and so that was where diseases start.
It's like a
I mean,
crow eating a chicken finger that it's a bird
Ooh.
that he finds on the street. I mean, it's a different species of bird,
Yeah.
obviously.
I mean, it's
but
probably not going to end well for the
Like,
bird,
what if
you know?
you're taking
No.
your leftover like chicken nuggets and like, oh, I don't want the rest of this, and you're feeding it to your backyard chickens?
that'd be terrible. You think they know? They'd be like, Jim, oh my God. what?
Did you ever
Just
I
go
do want
crazy.
backyard chickens. It's a goal of mine to have backyard chickens.
Why? You'd be
To get the fresh eggs
poop everywhere.
every morning.
Have you ever like been to like a full on chicken farm? And, like,
This is not a chicken farm. I would
I know,
only
but-
have like 3 or 4 chickens in a nice coop, and they would be able to range freely.
Well, you need to have an even number of chickens.
Yeah.
You need to
Well,
have
I've
some
heard
males
that.
and you have some
I've
females.
actually done enough
Or maybe you just
research
need male.
to know that, first of all, they need to be female if they're laying eggs.
Yeah.
You need at
Males
least
lay
3
eggs.
chickens because chickens are pack animals. They're social animals.
Just like,
I
I now have
I
this
just
image
totally
of
ignored
like
this.
a chicken biker gang wearing like leather jackets.
Have
Got
a
a chain
logo,
one- yeah.
logo on the back.
Hell's,
They're leathers.
Hell's Cluckers. Mother
Hell's
cluckers.
chicks.
Mother cluckers.
Mother cluckers. That's actually funny.
Some flames, and they
Yeah.
ride little tiny motorcycles, and it's fucking adorable. You seen the South Park episode where the motorcycle guys are going through the town? They're like, blah, 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 blah.
It's like humans doing the
Yeah.
sound of the
Yeah.
motorcycle.
They're like, we're badasses, man. They're like, no, you're douchebags. It's like, what? That's funny.
Yes.
So you wanted chickens.
I wanted chickens. The bad thing about chickens is if you get them before they have matured, you don't know if it's a rooster or a hen. It's like a 50-50 shot.
I think.
No, you don't know until like they're a little bit older.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
You,
So they're-
got to keep them separated.
gotta keep that.
I'm not responding to
There.
that.
There.
No.
Sorry, look, I didn't get a lot of sleep.
Have you had a fresh egg from a chicken?
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
or chicken.
You don't
that
have to
somebody's
refrigerate
raised?
them. I take them reenacted all the time.
And they taste totally different.
They
Do they
do.
not than store
I
bought?
do.
I think
They're more delicious.
that's a little fucked up. to be
What?
honest with You
Eating eggs?
no, the way you're doing it. You have chickens.
Yeah.
Great. You have chickens.
Yeah,
You're just gonna walk in the door. All right.
I'm taking your babies.
Who laid eggs today? This is mine. And you look at it right in its face and you're taking its kid away. That's so terrible. Think about that. What other animal do you do that? You don't go to a cow, you're like, oh, taking her calf? No, you got to wait till it's grown.
If you're eating veal, they
Not-
do.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
Sorry.
the kid, you're taking a baby
I
egg.
don't think the chickens mind.
Do you
Oh,
look
no?
do you look
Do
the
you-
chicken in the eye and say, "This is my egg now"?
The chickens, if you get them young enough, actually they imprint on you. Like they develop a relationship with you. Trust me, I've done lots of research about chickens and whether or not you're allowed to have them in Mecklenburg County.
Now, the other thing is, they lay the eggs, and a lot of them are not fertilized eggs.
Well, yeah, you can eat fertilized or unfertilized.
Yeah, but I'm just like, it's not like you're actually taking
no,
a
you're not taking
fertilized
like a
egg.
baby chick.
Y'all think what
especially
you
if
want.
there's
That
no.
takes a
Well, if
rooster.
you don't have any roosters,
Yeah.
it's not going to be fertilized.
You're telling me,
So they're just
Yeah.
clearing out room.
So they are
You're-
literally.
you're telling me females can lay eggs
Yeah, they just
with nothing in them.
Well, I mean, there's
I mean, there's an embryo.
It takes two.
What an
right?
egg is.
Like
Well,
it-
I'm saying you have
Did you
to have
ever get the
something to
birds and the
produce
bees
the
talk?
eggs. So you have to get something to produce the egg.
no, they're just constant. Like
Think
they're
about like a
constantly
female
pooping
produce-
eggs.
females
Yes.
have eggs.
All females have
All
eggs.
like they're in the system.
I don't know this stuff, guys.
And
I don't
And
know.
then
I've
they
never-
lay the egg.
have you ever heard the term ovulation?
Yeah, but I
That's-
don't want to talk about this on podcast.
But that's what's happening with the chickens. It's just they drop them out
Yeah.
and
And they are delicious.
they
Oh,
expel
so-
them.
So it's
Yeah.
the human female is okay equivalent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm on the
Human
same
females
page right
aren't
now?
pooping
Yes.
out their eggs.
Yes,
Hello?
you and I are on the same page. Yes,
We're on
it's
the
the
same
chicken
page.
equivalent
Okay.
of a.
Yes. Okay. I get it.
Yes.
All right. Gross. Okay.
Now
You
enjoy
think
that. Enjoy your omelet
Think
tomorrow.
think about that for a second. You're eating.
Chicken. Period. I'm gonna say it because you're not.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us.
And now they are vegan. It's taken me this long. All I needed to say.
Roll the
was-
music, Chuck.
Hang on, almost send
Oh
this
wait!
tweet.
It is almost time to go.
Yeah. How much time do we have left?
No time.
Ryan's like trying to process this
we
in his
have
brain.
we have a minute.
You're
30
probably
left.
gonna think about that anytime you eat.
I just
eggs
got
now.
done eating Chick-fil-A eggs.
Did you have?
You know what? That's even worse. You're eating the chicken and the egg when you have like a chicken and egg biscuit.
I go to
I just got
Bojangles.
done doing
and
that.
I'm gonna get a Cajun filet biscuit with egg and cheese. That's just.
Have you been to Holler and Dash?
No, I have not.
Their chicken biscuits
Mhm.
are
Mm.
delightful.
Biscuit
Holler and
Factory,
Dash,
high
will
point.
you sponsor us? Because your chicken biscuits are delightful.
Speaking of new places I've never heard of, never heard of Holler and Dash.
It's on South Boulevard. Next
Oh,
time you're
yeah.
at the NASCAR tower, it's
Okay.
just like a mile up the road
Okay.
or down the road.
Yeah, I know we've
On the
talked about
left.
Biscuit Factory before in High Point, which is pretty amazing.
Yes.
They just-
Biscuit Head. Have you been to Biscuit Head in Nashville?
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
Ooh, they do all sorts of jams. Like all of the jams.
And jellies.
And jellies.
Was it the original Tupelo honey in Asheville? Like the OG?
I've never been to the original, but
The
I got
OG.
really excited when we got Tupelo Honey in Charlotte, and I thought it was going to be this like crafty little place, and it was like a chain.
They've changed it. Like the original was in downtown Asheville, and they had some great biscuits.
I know
Wow.
that, Justin, by the way,
What do you know?
that Holler and Dash is owned by Cracker Barrel, but it's
Oh.
more of it's the parent company is the
I do
same
like-
company as Cracker Barrel.
I do like a good Cracker
I
Barrel.
love Cracker.
Yeah.
That's
think
probably
about
one of my favorite
think about
restaurants.
like craft Cracker Barrels, so more like handcrafted foods. It's like the Cracker Barrel for millennials.
Oh, well, great. Yeah, awesome.
Why can't
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel be the Cracker Barrel for millennials?
I don't know.
With all the
Millennials
on the
like
walls.
Cracker
90%
Barrels.
of people in Cracker Barrel are over the age of
Did you know that
80.
Cracker Barrel's got its own record label?
no. Is that not true?
That is true. They released a Kenny.
Loggins,
Not Kenny Loggins. Why am
Kenny
I?
G.
No.
There's so many Kennys in the music
Why
world.
am I drawing a blank on this?
Kenny Bull.
Kenny G, Kenny Loggins.
The Gambler. Gambler.
Kenny. I don't know.
The Gambler. The song The Gambler.
Some
You got to know
people-
when to
Oh,
hold
the
them.
song
Yes.
The Gambler.
Why am I? Kenny.
Kenny Powers.
No, I want to say Kenny Powers. It's not Kenny Powers because I was
Sing the
watching.
Gambler for us?
You got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. Yeah. Kenny Rogers. Kenny
Rogers.
Rogers. F***ing
There's
roasters.
a lot of Kennys in the music
Son
world.
of a bitch. I feel like an
Gross.
asshole.
You are
Anyway,
an asshole.
I know. Just feel like more of one, Kim.
I didn't know.
What?
I didn't know
Yeah,
they had their own.
they released. It was a pretty good album.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it for Christmas. one year.
Multi-platinum. Yeah.
Cracker Barrel's okay. It's not my
I
favorite.
love it. And then you got all the knickknacks in the store that you can
You
buy.
do have
Patty
the
whacks.
knickknacks, and you have the little games on
Give a
the
dog a bone.
on the
Yeah,
table.
you're talking about.
The games on the table.
Mm-hmm.
They always make me feel so stupid.
Yeah.
New place. Fun fact in Mooresville.
Is it a
It's
biscuit?
called
place?
it's a new brewery in Mooresville.
Ooh.
It's called King Canary. It's really really
Come
good.
again?
King
King
Canary.
They have something for birds in there. They have something for canaries. A lot of like cages and stuff in there. But it's a very very cool place. They like renovated a house
Oh, that's
and
neat.
made it a brewery, and it's
Do
really
they
really
serve
cool.
light bites too, like some food,
Oh,
or is it just beer?
Birdseed.
they do. They
Ooh,
bird
what kind of
seed.
snacks? Do
They have cheese balls,
like
pretzels,
crunchy cheese balls, or like cheese balls of cheese that you dip crackers in.
like Cheetos cheese
Yeah,
balls.
that's what I was asking.
Cheesy poofs. Cheesy poof
Yeah.
balls
Balls,
in gigantic tubs.
which are actually the best projectile when you're like seeing who can catch the
Mhm.
most treats
Stuff
in your
their
mouth.
Yeah.
Just leave it.
On that note, we'll probably get out of here.
Hey,
Yeah.
we're headed to Michigan this weekend.
We are going to Michigan,
Michigan.
the
Yeah.
land of other love in Michigan, and
Hey.
Pocono's land of love.
Prehistoric forest is
Yeah.
Michigan.
Oh, I love prehistoric forest.
Prehistoric forest.
I want to do like an old abandoned racetrack thing. There's the go kart track off to the side near the.
Oh, yeah.
I'd want to do like a feature on that.
Back in the day,
This track has been dormant for 15 years.
David Pearson used to come out here and dominate.
Yeah.
It is. I stay in Jackson. I used to stay in Ann Arbor, which is a very
I
cool
like Ann
town.
Arbor. Ann Arbor's a cool town.
Because it's a college town. Anytime you have a
Staying
college
out at
town,
the track?
it's a cool
Yeah.
town.
Okay.
Yeah, I might have to go to Ann Arbor though.
You should. Lots of good restaurants and such.
Check it out. How far
There's
is it
also
away
one
from
in
Richmond?
Saline there's a cool one that's in an old church
Ooh.
in Saline, I believe. Or
Saline?
Saline. I don't know how you say it. Celine Dion's
Celine
house.
Dion house.
Saline.
Go to
Okay.
Celine Dion's house.
Sailing. We were talking about sailing
Yeah.
this weekend at the track because Pocono is a scalene triangle. Trust me, you had to have been listening to the MRN broadcast.
I wasn't this week.
You weren't because you were so intense.
I was making a sail for the pirate ship that I'm going to buy and put it on Lake Norman.
That'd
I
be
have a joke.
amazing.
Yeah.
I
Make
have
a pirate ship
Mhm.
on Lake Norman. They're like, I'd like rob people.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would actually
Give
be
me
awesome.
all of your beer chests.
Yeah. Okay.
You
We'll talk about that
Do
next
that.
week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tune in.
Bye.